You never think in your wildest dreams you're going to lose a child to anything, particularly cancer.
Sean was pitching in a baseball game for his high school. He went out and he pitched about 5 innings. The next morning he could not get out of bed. He just had a really sore back.
Took him in to the doctor. They did some tests and discovered that he had a tumor on his left sacrum. That began an almost 7-year journey of trying to cure his cancer. He was very funny. He kept us all entertained. He had, a typical childhood. He had an older brother and a younger sister. His favorite things were with the family.
There are certain patients that really reach out and grab your heart, and Sean was one of them.
He realized how little it seemed was really being done for some of these cancers, especially Ewing Sarcoma, and he didn't understand that. So he said we should start a foundation, and he named it. He said, we'll call it the Seany Foundation. He wanted to help other people and to get the word out there that more money is needed and not enough is being done. This is really important, and people are dying. He passed away November of '06.
It came as a big shock to me when it ended, and that's when we decided that's it, we got to really do something. To reward his fight, we decided we'd start our own fight, and that's how the Seany Foundation started.
When we were in the hospital, he would go in, check into his room, he'd get in his bed, he'd turn out the lights, shut the drapes, and just stay like that. There was really nothing to do there, no place to really go. And during those times, we realized that there really was something lacking at the hospital. That was the inspiration for the Seany Room, way back in those days.
We had an opportunity in the new Children's Hospital here in San Diego to open up this teen center.
We see the Seany Room as a place where they can create memories for themselves, be a little bit distanced from the medical treatments that they have to undergo while they're here, and just basically have their own place that they can call specifically theirs. I was walking a 13-year-old boy who has liver cancer over to inpatient. Before we even got to his room, he said, "Can I go to the Seany Room now?" And I said, "Well, probably, but we do need to check in with your inpatient nurse first." I think the vision that Mitch and Amy had is come into reality here. It's absolutely beautiful.
Since we've had this Seany Room, our teenage patients specifically are coping so much better with being in the hospital because they have this place to go. We're so grateful for the Seany Foundation that they've provided this place for our patients.
At least 2 to 3 times a year we have Seany movie nights where we show movies that are before the premiere. We give them a whole party, a whole show, costumes, food, the whole 9 yards. And then we have another theater for people who just want to support the foundation. And we also make it available for people who would like to sponsor kids.
Well, I'm 14. I have ALL leukemia. I was diagnosed about a year ago in early September. The Seany movie nights were awesome. I mean, it was like really good movies. I mean, Alice in Wonderland, Harry Potter. And my family doesn't go to movies often because movies are expensive. And since these were free, we got to go and we got to have a wonderful time.
We wanted to do some research that was going to make a difference. And the way research makes a difference is if it leads to clinical trials.
So the clinical trials now are aimed at more personalized therapy of understanding exactly what's going on with that one patient and then trying to develop therapies that are most effective at eliminating that patient's tumor.
I feel that we haven't made as much progress with Ewing sarcoma, so that's what I've chosen to help work on.
I was diagnosed 2 days after my senior prom of '09. I missed the last week of school. I was barely there for graduation. I honestly thought that older people get cancer, not like young kids.
These cancers can be cured for sure if there's enough time and money spent. And that money is not going to come, unfortunately, from our government. It's going to come from private funding. And I think that if people really believe that there is this problem and they can donate money to help, then they really can make a difference. So I think they have to really believe it.
His saying was always about, when nothing is certain, everything is possible. And that really was not only his motto, but it's the motto of this foundation.